Was it worth £1,000? Disc cleaning machine. Let me know. Was it worth it? Better watch the video. New disc cleaning machine, baby. And now I'm Paul. So yeah, welcome to the new video. So today's video is about this thing here. This is my Hybrid 2 disc cleaning machine. I'll show you. Bear with me, boys and girls. So yeah, this is my new cleaning machine, disc cleaning machine. So this is a VMI Hybrid 2. So this is it. This is basically the manual you get when I bought it. Freshly printed, but that's fine. Just a user manual, loads of different things about codes and how to use it and set it up and blah blah blah. So yeah, not bad. Bit different than my JFJ, which were here. I had 2 of them. I sold those. So yeah, this is basically. So this video is my experience with using it. I'm not professional, you know. Try and explain the best I can about this machine. But basically, the short story is, but I'll tell you the full story, is it works wonders. Can't thank it enough. Thanks, mate. Cheers. You've done a good job cleaning my discs. But yeah, does basically what it says on the tin. Same with anything, you got to get used to things, you know. Obviously, yeah, things, instructions and that, but you know, you just got to figure it out. But it does what I want it to do, and it cleans my discs very well. Less time, less mucking about, less faffing about. So yeah, I'll show you again, and then I will do a bit of talking. Okay. Nice colour as well, green. So yeah, so basically these 2 pads here, you got left and right, obviously one's bigger than the other. You got your jets, basically cleaner or detergent or whatever you want to call it, comes out of one. Centre cap to keep the disc centre, and then this one's water. This all comes out because eventually you're going to have to empty this, because basically what it does, it fills up with cleaner water, basically when it cleans your discs. This is your plate that it sits on, that comes off. And then you've got different settings here. So basically, at the back of this machine, you've got this one, which is the cleaner. This is the official stuff. You can get third-party stuff, and you can get bigger bottles and blah blah from the website or eBay. And then another bottle is water, which goes on the other side. So yeah, water in one, cleaner in the other, and then it comes through each jet, and it does its cycle, and it cleans it. So yeah, you got regular, and you got Blu-ray. You got different speed, not different speed, sorry. So if you do regular, you got like 30 seconds. It goes all the way up to like 4 minutes. I've never done 4 minutes, bloody hell. And then you just push the top down. I better not do it. And then it starts cleaning this. Don't worry, we'll do a demonstration. I'll get a disc, like a 360 game re-scratched, and we'll put it in. You can see some results. Hopefully on the camera you can see how good the result is. But yeah, more talking, let's go. And then you do Blu-ray. So Blu-ray starts at 1 minute all the way up to 4. Save again, just click. This flashing here started flashing, but I have to ask them why it wasn't flashing. But basically this is supply, so it has a chip in there, and basically the chip gives you like 500 minutes, and with that 500 minutes it just makes sure once that's 0, it makes sure that you change stuff. Because if you have that on 0, if you get a limited chip, what some people do without this going down, then you don't really know when to change this, and then you're putting more stress on all the parts and without changing it, kind of thing. So it's probably best to have that, I guess, in a way. That downside is you obviously got to buy the consumables with the bits and bobs in it, instead of buying one-off payment on eBay somewhere, whoever sells one, a limited chip. But it's probably good because you want to keep the machine in tip-top condition and make sure that you do things properly, because you start messing around with it and things break, then it's going to cost you more money. So swings and roundabouts. And then consumables, different prices. You get them from their website, and you can get them off eBay. And then you get packs of like 500 minutes for, I think when I looked, it's like £60, 55 quid. And that gives you like the detergent cleaner, the jets, the centre cap, and then the pads. So yeah, check out their website. So the company I got it from was TDR, which is Total Disc Repair. I can't think where they're based. The base is England, but yeah, I got this off eBay through them. I spoke to them, I rung them up, and they sorted me out a deal. But they do. This is pre-owned as well, refurbished, reconditioned, kind of same thing. So yeah, they have different ones. There's more expensive ones, but yeah, so this is good. But yeah, check them out. What else is there? So this is basically cleaner, or the detergent stuff, whatever you want to call it. You press that and then it comes out. You press that, water comes out. Say if you haven't used this machine for like a week, you probably want to press these just to unclog them, kind of thing, because they might get like harden up the cleaner or whatever, you know, air bubble. So it's good to now and again press that just to get it flowing. Basically there'll be error codes what tell you, like one will be the water's run out, another one will be the cleaners run out, and you just change them at the back. Basically it's just, there's just a flap down there and you just put it in, so nothing interesting. And then these basically are just where it I can't think what they're called, but basically you just see those going round and round. It's just pushing the water and the detergent around, because it's all like pipes and stuff, and then there's a motor in there. So yeah, that's nothing interesting. That's the top, and that's it. So plastic base, plastic. Basically it's all like metal casing, but then there's obviously plastic trims and bits and bobs. So compared to the JFJ, it was pretty much all plastic. Obviously the main things is the motor and stuff, and was metal, so the normal stuff. Yeah, when I got it, I got 500 minutes free, and then obviously got some, this is a disc cleaning spray, got that with it, got like a cleaning cloth, some detergent, and then obviously the pads, which are, bear with me, hello, down here. Where's the consumables? So basically that's one consumable, I believe, and then, so yeah, I think this is what you get in the 500 minutes. I'll show you. I can't remember for 100%, but maybe this is what you get, the 500 minute from their website. So you get obviously two detergents, or maybe even one, I can't remember. You get obviously this, which is the chip, the center cap, and then the nozzles, and then this is from an old machine, you don't need it in this one, and then you get your pads. I don't know if you get 2 lots of these or 1, I can't remember, but yeah, left to right. So you just stick them on Velcro, and then that's it, really. That's it. There was a few issues with my machine when I got it delivered, the one I got from eBay, but that doesn't really matter because it's not relevant. There's just a few issues like dinks and that, and it wasn't working 100%. But and then one of my bottles exploded in packaging, but they sorted me out. They basically replaced me with a new bottle, and then for the dink on the machine, they obviously gave me some more consumables to say sorry, which I was very grateful. Then I sent the machine back, and then they sent me a new one, reconditioned, and then I got another bottle of the cleaner in it. So yeah, it all worked out in the end. It's all sorted, and then they picked up the other one, so it all worked out. So it's fine, you know. Problems happen, but same with me on GamersDelight. If there's an issue, I fix it as best I can, as quick as I can, as best I can. I'll probably repeat myself. So they did the same. So I can't fault them or thank them enough. So it is what it is. So I paid that, I can remember, maybe £975. That sounds familiar. I've got an invoice here actually. Bear with me. Is this it? Bear with me. I won't obviously show you my invoice because nah, so basically I got grade C, different grade and different price. This country of origin, the machine is from United States, so it's American manufacturer, I guess. Oh, that's just my exchange. It's probably in here, but I think it was like basically just under £1,000. They sorted me out a deal and that, and then they gave me, oh yeah, that was it as well. When I spoke to him on the phone, sorry, the gentleman with like making a deal on a purchase, he basically gave me an extra 500 minutes consumables, the products that you need to clean it, for free to sweeten the deal, he said. So legend to him. What else? Yeah, so basically compared to the JFJ, it does. You don't have to put any cleaner in yourself. You don't have to spray the bottle like you used to. It literally does it all by itself. You just press the time you want, put it down, and then off you go. Depending how scratched and how bad the disc is, depends how long you need it for. So put it on for a minute if it's quite scratched, maybe, and then go from there, you know. And if it needs another minute, do another minute, you know. Obviously, eventually, I guess you'll realise, you're like, oh, this is scratched. This needs 2 minutes. It'll be perfect. I know that because I've done it for so long, and it is. You know, I guess you'll understand how long things need, but yeah, sometimes you just need to put it in for a bit longer, and then yeah, but it basically cleans it a lot better. The last machine did resurfacing if you obviously change the pad to a sanding pad, that's what I call it, and then it sands the layer off and then you polish it. But this one literally just polishes it. I can't remember into like the proper in-depth details of what it does, but basically it's just two pads, one's one size, one's another, and it just uses water and the cleaner, and it just polishes it. Basically, that's the short story. If you want to go into depth, then you can research it. But yeah, it just does it a lot better, a lot quicker, and yeah, pretty much. Sorry if that's not really explained very well, but that makes it, and also dries it. So it cleans it and then dries it, and then sometimes you might have to give it a spray and then wipe over, which is what it is. But that's just the way it is, you know. But it comes out mint. So I pretty much don't explain the machine really. But yeah, for the price I paid, I guess that's normal. But it does, it's basically a big upgrade for what I have for the shop. So less time faffing around with discs. I can clean discs better, quicker, and that's good, because obviously if you're selling on eBay and you're selling a disc, if you can't fix it and it's scratched, then obviously you can't list it at full price. If it's mint disc, you can pretty much get as much as you can out of it, you know, more money, because it's all about conditions, selling games or whatever. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to look about, find a scratch disc. I'll show you the best I can what you can see on camera, and then we'll put it through machine, and then yeah, so you'll see the difference. Okay, and just checking if that's all the details I need to tell you, you know. But yeah, so I recommend this machine, but obviously not everyone in the budget has this kind of money. But I still recommend the JFJs. They're entry level. They do a good job for someone who wants to start selling video games and clean discs. It's probably good, and you've seen quite a lot. Like for ages, like sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, because they're American as well. But they are on eBay. Oh yeah, so that was it. So basically, I knew pretty much what's the short story is. The price of this, and then I'm in an R in. I had two JFJs, and then I sold them, but I made sure that pretty much the price that I had there and some money I had, I pretty much had the money, so I pretty much paid it off. I'll probably have like maybe 50 quid less than that to pay off. But yeah, I sold my two JFJs, one with the cleaners and extra stuff, made two bundles, one for 180, one for 200, the better one for 200 with the box and manual and all that, and the other one for 180. So, and both people are happy, both left me feedback, and both money's paid on the credit card. So yeah, so obviously I can't afford it outright because I'm not earning shitloads of money. Yeah, I'm a business, but I'm not earning loads. I'm small, getting there, building my empire. Anyway, that was pretty much the story. Didn't have to tell you, but yeah, that's my financial update on the machine. Okay, let's get a disc. Stop talking and I'll show you. Okay, back in a minute. Yes. Okay, I found our culprit, our victim. Well, not really. So we got Lord of the Rings on the Wii. Someone said that these got different compound and you got to be like. So I watched some matey, YouTuber, reseller, blah blah. He said, well, he was doing putting Wii discs on the Blu-ray setting because of some reason, but I don't know. But I just put this on the normal setting because when I used to clean these on the JFJ, they're on one setting anyway. So. But yeah, I don't know what you can see, but you could probably see quite a lot of scratches. So I'd probably put this on for maybe 2 minutes and go from there. Obviously, also, just a note in my opinion is, and people said is, yeah, you could put it on a straight 4 minutes, but that will generate heat and that, and you don't want to warp the disc and that. So maybe put it on for like a minute or two, and then let it finish, wipe it down, check it, and then put it on again, you know. Kind of thing, get it time to just breathe and stuff, because you know you don't want to wreck the disc. So yeah, anyway, Ran out of breath. Let's do 2 minutes, okay? Let's go, chef. And obviously I'll chuck the disc in there because it's my disc and it doesn't matter. I'm not selling that one, so don't worry. If it's customer's disc, I would probably frisbee it. Nah, I'm joking. Sorry. I'm making a video, don't do stuff like that. Anyway, so yeah, put it in there like this. Put the setting, let's do 2 minutes, chef. And then basically all you do is, that's it. And then you wait. Compared to the JFJ, they were noisy and it vibrated quite a lot. But basically that's it. And then they do its cycle and it'll pop up. So hopefully I can explain something whilst that's cleaning. So recently I bought this. Just looks like a bit of plastic, but this actually cost me like altogether with postage and VAT on their website 30 quid. It's so thin. I probably got it 3D printed, but anyway. So this is a GameCube GameCube adapter, yeah, for the discs, because they are, it says up here the size, I can't remember, a 3-inch. Oof. Yeah, 3-inch. Wish I didn't have one. Anyway, so yeah, this is a 3-inch apparently, and it says like to put it upright or whatever, but I can't work it out. But I think it's actually that way. I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, so yeah, this is for the GameCube to clean, and I've tested it and it works well. It does leave a lot of residue, but I don't know if that's normal. I don't know. But yeah, I'm still kind of getting used to the different things. But yeah, this cleans the GameCube games because this is the adapter, and it works well. I cleaned some GameCube games, and yeah, come mint, mate. Because obviously I don't know, yeah, because if I tried it without the adapter, I think the disc will start spinning around because it needs to sit in there snug. That's pretty much what I think why you need an adapter. But yeah, that was all in at 30 quid, and it's very thin, and I'm scared that it's going to snap, but it is what it is. So yeah, I didn't really want to spend that much, but I needed an adapter, so that's what you got to do. Okay, it's got 20 seconds, 18, and we'll go from there. Okay, I'll come back to you in a second. And just like that, ping, magic. And that's all it does. And then you take the disc out, on left-handed, so bear with me. It's not perfect, but I haven't wiped it, but you can pretty much see it looks a lot better. There's obviously scratches, you ain't gonna see them, but oh, you might see them. There is quite a lot of scratches, so yes, I'll probably put it on for another minute, and then it should be perfect. Obviously in the business that I do, they're second-hand games. They're not going to be like they've literally just been opened, come off the like brand new game, like mint. I'll get them as mint as I can, but sometimes you can't. That's just my opinion. As long as they look a lot better than they are, then that's the main goal, I'd have thought. And obviously they work. That's the main premise, idea. Yeah. So there's a few scratches, but you know, that's sellable. Obviously eBay, you probably want it mint because price, and then people might say, well, you put it very good and it's got a few scratches. Refund, or I want some money back, please. But yeah, I'll probably put it on for another minute. Why not? And then go from there. But hopefully you got the gist of how good that machine is. And there's literally click, click, done. You know, no faffing around, because the JFJ, if you don't remember, but basically what the JFJ is, you put the disc in. I'm trying to show you and you're facing me. You put the disc in, just remember this, the JFJ, if you remember. Put the disc in on the plastic bit, you tighten it up in the middle, obviously with my finger, woohoo, through there, tighten it up, you spray it with water because it helps with like heating that, and then on the pad, just pretend this is like the pad, yeah, the cleaner. You put some the cleaner on like that, and then you put it on the, obviously no, we've got to put it up here, and then basically put the lid down, and then you put the time in, and then you wait, and it's really loud, and then you take it off and give it a good old clean, and then you check it. Depending how bad it is, it depends how long you want it for. Same with this one, but this one is a lot more thorough. So yeah, it's one of those, a lot more faffing around. This one you don't have to do all that faffing around stuff, you know. So yeah, it works out for the price, if that makes any sense. Hopefully this video made sense. But yes, recommend that machine. if you've got the money. There is other machines that they do, better ones, more expensive ones, depends. They do this machine, which everyone knows, so a lot of like resellers and shops use it, like a lot of people in America, like Phoenix Resale and Retro Rick. Basically, it's I think the same company do it. This, I can't think their name now, but yeah, the same company do it, and I think it's called, I can't remember, because I might put a screenshot here, a picture, but basically it's a big machine that stands on the floor like here, mounts as tall, and it does 50 discs at a time. So you have a stack of 50, and then it goes through and cleans them, dries them, buffs and blah blah, done, next one. And then it obviously goes on to, like, just pretend this is like where you put your discs on. It does all that stack, it goes on to another one, and they're all done, and then you do it. Does that make sense? But yeah, that machine brand new is like 12 grand. You could probably get a second hand one for like 6. And then someone I know who I follow in the UK, I guess he's my mate, I could say he's my mate, we've never met, but I spoke to him. He's got one, he bought his second hand. But yeah, it would be perfect, there's nowhere to put it. Maybe one day when I'm bigger, massive, I'll invest in it, get through a lot of discs. But yeah, so I'm happy that this, I'm gonna put it on for 1 minute, but I'll end the video here. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you thought. But good machine, good investment, would you say? You know, I have a lot, and obviously down here it's probably dark, all that is full of discs I bought from the car boot sale probably about a year ago, and loads. So yeah, anyway, like video, comment, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully it was informative and all that good stuff, kind of my like review, my experience. And yeah, so I was going to show the instructions, but I put them away. But Hybrid 2 VMU, I think it says, I think it was called. But yeah, get one. Yeah, cool. See you later, bye.